everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. Okay, we are going to get some spirit messages today. Hopefully get some messages from passed on loved ones. We're going to see how it goes. But essentially we want to get messages from the other side today. All right. I have a couple different decks of tarot cards, and I have some law of attraction cards as well. And we'll see what comes up. Okay, we have Temperance reversed. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords. And the Three of Cups. All right. I'm going to pull some more cards in a minute, but first let me, I want to take these in, see if I get any initial messages for you. We'll talk about what's here, and then we'll go a little deeper. I'm sorry, say that again. Oh, okay. All right, this is what they said. No one is going to believe what has gotten into you, but you are going to make it happen. So there's something, there's something that you are, I don't know if you know about it yet, if you're thinking about it, if it's still kind of maybe just in fantasy mode, or if you're actually making plans and doing it, but Spirit is indicating that you are about to do something that is going to take everybody by surprise. They're not going to see it coming unless there happens to be somebody you told ahead of time, but for the most part, they're not going to see it coming. And they're going to think you lost your mind. But you haven't. You're doing exactly the right thing. Exactly what you're meant to be doing. Okay. All right. Well, that's a great initial message. All right. Okay. So let's talk about the cards we have here. All right. We have Temperance reversed. And they're saying you're dealing with an imbalance right now. Okay. They're wanting me basically to position these two cards together. Temperance reversed and the King of Pentacles. It's an imbalance at work, with your job, with the people you work with. And if you don't have a job or a career, it could be like a teacher-student situation, even a volunteer situation. But it's a situation where you're expected to do certain things, like work. Might be schoolwork, but it's still like work. And there is somebody in charge, like a boss. But again, it could be a teacher, could be something similar. Could even be a parent if you still live with your parents. But anyway, there is an imbalance here with this situation and with this authority figure. They're saying it's less about the authority figure. It's more about the situation. The authority figure is here to help illustrate to me that it's a situation that's like work or volunteer or school, something like that. It's a situation with an authority figure in it. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I just kicked the camera. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So there's some imbalance here. But then we have the Knight of Swords. This is information and direction and action by you that seems to come out of nowhere and sort of disrupts everything. Everything in your life, everything in your situation there. It's going to feel like to others, like it was impulsive. Like you're doing this just out of the blue. But you've been thinking about it, or you will be thinking about it. It isn't something you're going to do impulsively. You're actually making a plan. And if you aren't yet, know that seeds have been planted here, and it will be coming for you soon. You're going to be making a plan quietly, like on the sly, to do something outrageous. Do something incredible for you, for your life. And it's full of action. But it's going to look and feel to others like it just came out of the blue and you just made this impulsive decision and like turned your life upside down on a whim. You know better. They don't need to know. All that matters is that you are following your heart, but you're doing it, truthfully doing it, with a plan in place. Because to do this kind of thing that you are or will be contemplating without a plan is foolish. Like, that's the truth. But you're not foolish. So you're going to do this right. Even if it takes a little while to get there. Okay. All right. The Three of Cups, they're telling me, is an advice card. They're saying have fun with it. Celebrate this achievement, this moment of bravery, this, in air quotes, outrageous impulse. Celebrate it. Have fun with it. Enjoy every minute of it. It's not going to be easy. It'll be a lot of work, and you're going to work hard. But it's going to be extraordinary. And Spirit really wants you to enjoy every single minute of it. So that's your advice. Very interesting. Okay. I'm going to pull some more cards. We're going to get a little more detail, see what else is going on here. I just want to check and see if there's anybody here that wants to come through before we... Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. It seems like somebody's coming in, so bear with the silence for just a second. I want to give them a chance to come in and like show me what they want to show me. Okay. Okay. They're showing me a father or a father figure in spirit. They're showing me a time when you were young. And this is for somebody, but you were planting a tree together. Like, you were helping him. I feel like you were too young to really do much, but you were like daddy's helper or grandpa's helper, or it's a father figure, if not a father. And he's digging the hole and putting this like young tree in the ground with the hopes that like you would be, it's like by your home, and it's with the hopes that you would be in this home for a long time, and this tree would grow and blossom and age along with you. Gosh, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful memory they're sharing. But I'm being shown that it's also a message for you and for everyone else that's listening. They're saying you have this chance to plant a tree that will last a very, very long time. Like the results of this tree that you're planting, this seed you're planting, this thing you're creating or doing, the results of this will last a very, very long time. Possibly the rest of your life, or a very good portion of it. They're saying water it, feed it, treat it right, give it the sunshine and the love it needs, and it will grow. It will grow roots that can nourish itself. It will grow leaves and blossoms and branches that will soak in the sun and give off oxygen into the air. So the metaphor here is you're planting something. This thing you're doing isn't just a whim or a spontaneous just nothing. There's a plan behind it. You have a plan behind this. And you may or may not realize how big this is or how big it will be for you. But Spirit is saying it's big. But you do have to do it right. So whatever this thing is, you have to plan for it. You have to nurture it. You have to give it your attention. And you have to feed it. So for example, and this may or may not be your situation, but this is one example. If you're looking to like leave your job and just go start your own company, there will be some people who think that you just did this on a whim. Like maybe you just got tired of being in a place full of imbalance and you quit your job and go off and do this thing yourself. Well, in order for this tree, which is this company that you're starting, in order for this tree to thrive, you have to plant it right. You have to start right? If you don't plant the tree right from the beginning, it will fall over, it won't get the nutrients it needs, it won't live. So you have to start with those right measures up front. But you can't just plant it and leave it. Granted, most trees you actually can just plant them and leave them, but that's not what they're giving me. So you can't just plant this thing that you're doing and then like forget it and not do any more work. Obviously, you're going to feed it. You're going to make sure it's getting sunshine. You're going to trim back the areas that get overgrown and are, negatively affecting the growth of it. You're going to make sure it gets the water it needs. You're just going to love it, right? And when you do and it grows and those roots get into the ground and pull nutrients out of the soil, that's equivalent to you, like this thing you're doing, being able to provide for you for years and years and years. Like the nutrients are a metaphor for the abundance that could come from this. And the oxygen that the leaves give out is you. It's whatever you're doing, it's you giving something back to the universe in some way. So whatever you're doing, you're providing a service, you are in some way it's giving back to the universe something that the universe needs, that people need, that animals need, that plants need, something. It'll be different for everybody, obviously. So anyway, so thank you to the loved one that came through and showed me that memory And thank you to Spirit for translating that into everyone else's situation. All right, let's clarify these cards. Let's get a little deeper here. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Two of Cups reversed. And the Five of Pentacles reversed. So there is a lot of imbalance, right? With this situation. I'm going to call it a work situation. Y'all know if it's something a little bit different. So there's some imbalance here. It's a situation that you need to recover from. Like maybe you're overworked. Maybe it's all too much. It's too much. And it's pulling resources from you and taking things from you so that you have nothing left for yourself. And it's not necessarily a miserable situation, right? Because we have the Three of Cups. These people or this boss or teacher like you and you like them. Like this isn't like a horrible situation that you're throwing away. This is a decent situation. It's a good people. It's a good situation that has just gone wrong somehow. It's gotten too far out of balance. So it's not an easy decision to move on and do something else, right? So it truly isn't something you would do on a whim because there isn't enough here to like get you so fed up that you're just like gonna walk out the door. But there is enough imbalance here to show you that it could be better. And so you come in with this decision, it feels like a flash of light, right? No one sees it coming. But essentially, you are breaking away from whatever this is to do something else, something incredible. And again, the advice, celebrate it. Be joyful. Be proud of yourself. Enjoy it. And although you are leaving, people, a group, a situation that in a lot of ways you do really like, don't hang on to what you are leaving with this Five of Pentacles reversed, because it will leave you with a feeling of loss. And this situation, this thing that you're doing, this tree that you're planting is not loss. It's incredible. And you're going to make something so amazing out of it that you may not even realize yet. But if you get hung up on, after you do it, sometimes we have regrets after we do something. Push those feelings away. This wasn't a whim. You're being led by Spirit to do this. They're letting you decide when you're ready. They're letting you work to get ready. But they're leading you. They're leading you to the door. Don't get hung up on what you're leaving. Focus on this amazing thing that you are about to do. Okay? Anything else, Spirit, on those cards? Okay, someone else wants to come through. So give me one. Bear with me again. What is that? Okay. All right. I'm going to tell you what they're showing me, and I'm still going to try to figure out what else it means. But there's somebody's loved one in spirit who is coming through as a bride. And I can see it's a big, beautiful dress. They have the veil. The veil is being lifted up off of them. That may or may not be literally what they look like or what happened, but they're showing it to me so that I know there was a wedding. They were the bride, and they died soon after the wedding. So I'm very sorry for whoever's loved one that is, for your loss. It may be someone close to you, may be an ancestor that you know about. But there's a bride here who moved on not long after their wedding. All right, what else can you tell me about this? Okay, this person is saying, and as she was saying it, she was kneeling down. She had a bouquet in her hand, and she was just kneeling down and kind of bowing to you, out of respect, is what it felt like. And she said, know that there are no guarantees in life. Follow your heart. That's all you can do. You don't know what tomorrow will bring or what tomorrow will take away. Don't waste a minute being unhappy, not following your dreams. I think she's saying actually not following your calling. So take that as it resonates for you. She's saying be you and don't let anyone stop you. She said, I was, and meaning this person was themselves. They embraced their heart. And she says, I left early, but I left happy. Don't leave with regrets. Whenever that is, and this is not that kind of prediction, trust me, but it's just try to see your life from that perspective. Because none of us knows. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for that. If this is your loved one, or if the person planting the tree, Father, for your, please drop a line in the comments so I know that the message has found you. Okay. Well, there was a message there from her to all of you, of course. It's not just to her loved one. Message being follow your heart. But also the fact that she was a bride tells me that this is also a message about commitment. Committing to your dreams. Committing to your calling. Committing to this thing that you're going to do. Even if it doesn't feel like a calling right now, right? Maybe it just feels like a cool company that you want to start. But as you get into it and you grow and you learn and you nurture it, you're going to realize it is your calling. For some of you, you know it's your calling, right? It's your dream. Very interesting. Thank you. Thank you for coming through with that. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull some law of attraction cards for you. See what other messages Spirit has to share. It says daily habits. Self-care, morning, evening success, routines, make healthy choices, cumulative effects, subliminals. Do you have another one, Spirit? Okay. We'll talk about them after I get all of them out. And negativity, distorted view, wounds, complaining, negative self-talk, self-sabotage, outside influences, and be gracious. Anything else? One more? Okay. And it says, love where you are, appreciate current circumstances, ask yourself why you want what you want, and see the beauty in it all. All right, let's talk about these. So, what Spirit is wanting you to get out of these cards? This thing that you're doing. It starts with loving where you are, right? And on some level you do. But you also know it isn't quite right. But the big thing here is ask yourself why you want what you want. And to see beauty in it. Have that conversation with yourself. It'll help clarify to you whether or not you're doing the right thing. The negativity card. Two things. One is your situation right now does bring out some negativity in you, in others, in the atmosphere that you're in. It's not all negative, but it does bring out some negativity. They're saying that sometimes you also have a tendency to notice, focus on, dwell on the negative side of things in general. Not all the time, but you do sort of, you have your days, right? I mean, probably who doesn't, but Spirit is pointing it out to you. That this is not a time for negativity, because this is a time of magic. And magic happens when we're in our highest vibration, when we're excited and we're inspired and we're manifesting something incredible. And they want you to see it like a child would see something like they've never seen before, like, oh my gosh, right? Don't let negativity creep in. Don't let doubt creep in. Don't let worries creep in. They won't help you. They won't help you. Be proactive, do what you have to do, but please love every minute of it. And then daily habits. A couple of things here. Take care of yourself. This is not going to be an easy journey. It's going to be hard and challenging and difficult some days, but you're going to love it and you're not going to regret it. You're not going to wish you hadn't done this ever. Not for a second. But you do need to take care of yourself because you will easily burn yourself out, get overworked, get exhausted. The other thing with the daily habits is when you do this thing, just like watering the tree, taking care of the tree, cutting the branches back, every day do something, a little something to bring you closer to this goal. Work on it every day, somehow. Make it a daily habit. Okay. All right, Spirit, any other messages? Okay, one more person wants to come in. So hold, please. No. Okay. Okay. They're showing me, this is someone's loved one. They're showing me a horse-drawn carriage. And this person was the driver. They're driving the carriage. Is there anything you want to say? Okay. Their message is tied to the imagery of the horse-drawn carriage. They're saying there's not going to be a path where you're going. There's not going to be a clear-cut path. You're actually going to have to pave your own way, create your own trail. Because no one's ever done it quite like this before. People may have done things similar, but not the same. And you, okay, they're showing me like the blinders that go on the horse. And the message is put your blinders on to what everyone else is doing. This is not a copy and paste sort of situation. This is you manifesting your new life, this new reality. And no one else can do it for you. No one, like, you can, read books and learn how to do things and get advice, all of that. But if you're looking at other people who are doing something similar, Spirit is, they're saying, look away. If there's something you can learn, like, I don't want to, tell you not to learn from other people, but don't follow them. You lead the way, they'll end up following you, believe it or not. Because you have your own path to not only ride down, but you're leading the way. And just like the horse-drawn carriage, everyone else is behind you. Okay. The man on the carriage, it is a man on the carriage, just sort of tipped his hat. I think it was a message of thank you. So thank you for coming in. So I don't know who, to be honest, the wagon I'm seeing is not a modern day wagon, and the road is not a modern day road. It really does feel like a dirt road and much older kind of horse and wagon sort of thing, or carriage. So it does feel like someone in your family history who used to ride horses and drive a wagon. Is there anything else you want to tell me to help your person identify you? Okay. He said, I lived in the 1860s when the world was a very different place. So I'm sure he lived longer than the 1860s, but that's kind of the time frame he gave me. Maybe when he would, I don't know, maybe when he was driving the wagon around then, but it gives you sort of a time frame. Okay. Anything else? I'm sorry, say that again. Oh, they're saying that they talk to you. Sorry. They're saying they talk to you. And you hear it sometimes. You may not admit it all the time. Maybe you do. I don't know. They're saying sometimes. It's like you kind of know. You kind of know. Maybe you know it's them. Maybe you just know it's someone in spirit talking to you. But he's saying, that's me. You're talking to me. And I'm talking to you. And we're family. So there you go. I hope that particular message finds the person it's meant for. Because I'm really hoping that loved one connects with their person, so that you get the validation of that, and same with the other two. But again, the message is universal to everybody who is still watching this video, to pave your own path. Okay, anything else, Spirit? All right, that's all I have for you. That's it. So thank you for being here. Please, please, please drop a comment down below if any of these loved ones that came through trigger something for you. Like you recognize them, or you know who they are, or you think you know who they are. I know what I'm seeing and hearing, but I don't always know that the person it's meant for is going to find me, find this video. So if you hear this and it resonates, please leave a message so I know. If the reading resonated or helped you in any other way, please like it so I know that as well. But also your liking and leaving comments and subscribing, it helps me get these messages out to more people. That's sort of how YouTube works. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next time, y'all. Bye-bye.